People have wrong ideas about spirituality. They think that if you are spiritual, then you should be like a cat. Means that you should accept and tolerate everything just because you are spiritual. That is a wrong assumption. A real saint is not a cat but a lion. Always remember this. There are many negative people who always try to target you. How to deal with these negative people? If you start saying something good, then these negative people will unnecessarily try to test you. Because they want to make sure that you do some mistake, and then they can start defaming you. In the end, these negative people die, but after death, they face many miseries. Many miseries. But while they are alive, we have to deal with these negative people. How to deal with these negative people? It is said that you should never have an attitude. But what if you come across certain people who are trying to take advantage of you, who are trying to exploit you? So attitude depends on the attitude of the person with whom you are dealing. Always remember this. In this podcast, I am going to speak more on attitude and how to deal with this kind of negative people, as well as how to focus on your self-growth. So let's begin. Yesterday, Mohan asked a very interesting question. He asked, how come you go out of your way to help certain men and women, and how come you simply reject certain men and women? Because to those whom you reject will definitely criticize you, label you. I said to Mohan, my attitude and whole approach is based on the vibration of the person who comes to me for seeking the answers to his or her questions. And to feel the vibration, only the words that he or she types on WhatsApp or just the voice is enough for me. I quickly get a sense of what kind of person is this. Those whom I reject are those who appear as good, but in reality are worse than devil. I understand them just by their WhatsApp message, and then I reject them, I ignore them. There are men and women who also have cheated me, but they have met with very bad incidents in their life. There are people who come to seek consultation and then start providing their own suggestions which I never asked for. So you see, many such ignorant people are around this world. And then there are few beautiful people. They are so sweet and innocent fellows that for such men and women, I go out of my way to help them. For such men and women, my doors are always open. My fellows, attitude is based on how the other person is from within and how he or she behaves. When people try to take undue advantage of your goodness and when you sideline them, then such ignorant people start talking about your attitude, when at first place they are so ignorant that they don't understand their own shortcomings. Such people always suffer in their life because they just don't understand the true essence of life and they don't have basic common sense. I want to tell to all my close followers, there is nothing wrong in having an attitude with such ungrateful men and women. To survive in this harsh human world, you need to have attitude, and only that man and that woman has attitude who have what it takes. Remember, you have what it takes. Don't ever doubt yourself. There was one great divine master. His name was Akkalkot Swami Samartha, and his whole attitude was unique. He would drive away certain men and women by literally abusing them verbally, and then there were men and women for whom he would give all his heart out. He had a heart of gold, but whenever a wrong person would come before him, he would simply drive him away. A real master is not a cat, he is a lion. Once, a very close devotee of Swami Samartha asked about this strange behavior, and Swami laughed loudly and said, "The people I drive away are idiots and hypocrite people. They are not real. They have absolutely no faith, no gratitude, and no love and no depth of understanding." A sinful person may get the blessings of Swami Samartha because he is willing to change. He is a grateful man. But a white collar man, a fake hypocrite who is utterly selfish and ungrateful, such a man will be simply kicked out. Swami often used to say, there is no Ram in such people. Ram means being truthful, being grateful, being honest. Remember, there will be many people around you, in your family, in your office, on social platforms, who will give you many suggestions that you never asked for. You see, all kind of weird people exist in this vast human world. And so you have to learn to overlook such toxic men and women and their comments. The best way to give such men and women a befitting reply is by not reacting to their messages and comments. Remember, the art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook. There are always people out there who just continue to hurt you, but you should simply ignore and let go. Remember, a wise person never falls prey to others' reactions. He simply let go. When you let go, you create space for better things to enter your life. Toxic people will always try to pull you down, but with awareness, with your consciousness, you should not fall to their dirty games. You should simply let go. If you let go a little, you will have a little happiness. If you let go a lot, you will have a lot of happiness. If you let go completely, you will be free, says the Buddha. I always tell to all my close followers that if a person says to you, you are a beggar, and if you are perfectly aware that you have $1 million in your bank account, then does it make any difference if anybody calls you beggar? Similar is the case with your inner growth. If someone calls you, abuses you, labels you as an idiot, then does it make any difference when you have experienced yourself the Buddha consciousness? And so, my fellows, believe in yourself, realize yourself, and then you will not have to depend on the opinions of others. The greatest fear in the world is of the opinions of others. And the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep, you become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. There is a lion in each one of you. And do you know who this lion is? It is yourself. Focus on yourself. Realize yourself. And you will be able to realize yourself only when you take to meditation. Only when you start chanting. And only when you remain grateful to every person who has helped you in some way or the other. There are many monks and nuns and people who do all kind of chanting and meditations, but still only a few become Buddhas. Why? Because only few people in this vast human world are grateful. Only a few people show gratitude. I am in love with all those fellows who are grateful by heart. The Master loves a grateful heart. Always remember this. A thankful person is a person worth connecting. And you all will be surprised to know that in this human world, thankful people are in minority. Ungrateful people are in majority. A thief with a grateful heart is far closer to God than your so-called white-collar men who have absolutely no gratitude. And so, to all my close followers, I want to share one beautiful secret with you all. A beautiful remedy. And the remedy is start showing gratitude. Start being thankful. Many times when I see the fresh bread on my table, I thank the farmer. When I see a hot glass of milk on my table, I thank the holy cow. When I sit in an air-conditioned room during the hot summers, I fold my hands and thank the AC. That is how the heart of a grateful man is, my fellows. Then it doesn't matter whether the thing is lifeless or not. he will continue to show his gratitude towards all those because of whom he is able to live a comfortable life. A grateful man quickly connects with grateful people. You see, that is how it is. So many people approach me for consultation, but I respond to only a few. Vibrations is all that this world is made of. Similar quality vibrations quickly connect. I remember talking with certain men and women for more than 90 minutes during my consultations because they carry the same heart that I carry, a grateful heart. Meditation is all about how deep your heart is, how pure your heart is. Meditation is a journey from head to the heart. A man who has a grateful heart progresses quickly on the spiritual path. The great spiritual master Paramahamsa Yogananda quotes, "Practice meditation. You will find that you are carrying within your heart a portable paradise." Meditation gains strength when you remain grateful and when you help those who rightly deserve your help. The remedy to overcome such negative people, to overcome the hurdles of such negative energies, is to start fasting on Thursdays. How should you fast on Thursdays? And during my consultations, I see that many of you actually don't understand the true meaning of fasting. Fasting means not torturing your human body. It doesn't mean that you should not eat anything. Fasting means eating fruits or eating certain fasting items, certain fasting recipes, and then after sunset you should have your dinner, which should be vegetarian. So when you fast, don't torture your body, because if the body is tortured, then your mind is wavering. You understand? And so to still the mind, you need to provide certain food to your body. And so since you are fasting, our Hindu religion or our Sanatan Dharma has specified certain recipes that you can have while you are fasting. So I urge, I insist to all my close followers that when you fast, please eat fruits or certain fasting recipes. Don't starve your body, because that is not the true meaning of fasting. As long as you are living in this material world and fasting, it is necessary that you provide certain food to your body while you fast. And what kind of food to provide, that is specified by our Sanatan Dharma. You can have fruits or you can have any fasting recipes. Remember, thoughts can change your perspective. My sharing is simply to help you all raise the quality of your thoughts. I am deeply moved when my close followers, readers and listeners email me with love and gratitude. My prayers and blessings are always with my close followers, readers and listeners who are taking the efforts to transform inside out. Always remember, success is of not much use other than filling your bank account with a few $1 million. However, failure is of great use because it is failure that transforms you. It is failure that encourages you to surrender yourself at the feet of the Master. The great spiritual master Bhagwan Raman Maharshi quotes, "Success develops arrogance and the man's spiritual progress is thus arrested. Whereas Failure, on the other hand, is beneficial inasmuch as it opens the eyes of the man to his limitations and prepares him to surrender himself. How deep is this quote, my fellows? How deep is this beautiful quote? And only few can really understand the essence of it. And if you can understand, then I must say, you are a blessed person. It is only when you surrender at the feet of the Master that the real miracle starts happening. When you say, I love Sai Baba, then you remain firm and live your life by surrendering yourself at the feet of the Master. And I tell you, nothing ever will go wrong in your life. Faith can move mountains. Have faith in yourself. Only a man who believes in himself can believe in God, says Swami Vivekananda. You will sail smoothly. All you need is unwavering faith and a grateful heart. Love to all my close followers, readers, listeners, and fellow travelers. Life is short, and so let us spend it in doing more and more positive things for others as well as for ourselves. Stay blessed and remember to meditate every day. Recite the peaceful, soothing mantra, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. This is one of the most beautiful, soothing mantra that can heal you and that can help you to remain more positive. Chant with love. Chant with no expectations. Chant with a grateful heart. Jai Sri Ganesha. Jai Guru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.